GoPro is on. There's our wind. All right. Retract's worked, everything's up. Got a tailwind, definitely want to give it a little gas. This thing will bank and make some nice turns though, as long as you keep it up, keep the throttle up, keep airspeed up. Wind's tipping the wings a little bit. Just less than half throttle right there. Although I was pushing the point of the stall right there, so. Come in tight and go over the right way here. Trying to get low, I can't hardly force it down enough. I'll try to come a little lower this next time. That was a little high. Man, I can't give it enough down stick to get it. I'm giving it down elevator, but I don't want to give it too much and goose it down. Probably need to trim it down a little bit. But it's flying. Yeah, it's still going up a little bit. Try to give you a good one. Is that your camera? Okay.
That was me.
I was worried that was mine shutting off again. I was like, man, already?
I'm saving in case my battery, I'm down to one divot here on this thing, so I'm going to try to get the landing. Whenever you tell me you're coming in.
Last time I flew about 13 minutes, I want to say, and I still had battery left. Like, I still probably had another 4 or 5 minutes. I could have stretched it out. I like to give myself a little extra time in case I have to make multiple approaches. At the meeting the other night, I thought the look you gave me, it looked like you were a little worried that it might not fly.
I was.
Yeah.
Genuinely about the
Yeah.
batteries.
Yeah. Well, I did. I mean, I did my calculations. I didn't know anything about the electric setup for a while.
Got it sized properly, you're going to do real work.
I know it. I got the software from Kirk, and I've been using that, and I like the eCalc online, the free one too, the eCalc.ch or whatever. I've been using that one a lot. It's a very aerodynamic model.
You're going to try another one of those yet lower?
I did lower than that earlier.
Okay.
It's stable. It's not like it's bouncing around at the low. I just
That's me again.
I don't know why I was so scared of that plane for so long, John. The horror stories aren't true as long as you keep the throttle up a little bit. I mean, I'm able to back it off to half stick a lot. Especially into the wind, I mean.
And that's when I needed my camera, when you was right over our head.
I can do it again.
Alright. Look around, see if we have any
Safety people.
safety.
Well, it's going to be on YouTube later, so
Yeah.
I get myself in
Where
trouble.
you're standing is not in the video.
That's true.
Alright, so you're gonna bring it right over the edge of the grass here, I guess. Or
Yeah.
somewhere close to it. Okay, here we go. Don't do nothing.
I'm not. That's pretty decent. I didn't want to get too close to us. That's a 10.5 pound model. It's probably cooking at about 60. I'll make one high speed pass. If I can get it down low enough and then goose it.
I love my GoPro.
I do too. I'm really excited about it. I'm gonna be anxious to see the wing cam footage on this one too. Here we go. I'm not landing yet. I'll land here pretty soon. I don't want to run it dead. Watch out. The wind's blowing it a little bit. I was going to come straight over the strip, but it was blowing me a little bit. I guess I ought to back it.
It's all just a bunch of good old boys.
Stable, rock solid. I was thinking I might have to put a stabilization gyro in it just because I was worried about what people were saying about this particular model online, but it's not true. It's actually stable. The simulator model I flew of this, I mean, flies like crap. It scared the hell out of me. I think that's half the reason I waited an extra 6 months to fly it.
Was it on Real Flight?
It was a downloadable one from Real Flight that you can download that somebody made that's supposed to be scale.
Yeah, well, there's a whole lot of
Oh, it's squirrely, but you know what? I learned to fly that one, and I can stick that one, and that one you have to constantly give rudder and aileron back and forth to try to stabilize. It's like you're flying in 40-mile-an-hour winds, the way it works. I mean, but I've learned to stick that one on the simulator, and I was like, if I can stick that one, I can stick the real deal. So we ought to get behind the flight line if he's about to put that one up, because it's a pretty big plane. I just don't want to trip. Tell him I'll go ahead and land. I'll land. Yep. I was worried that nose wheel wasn't gonna lock, but it locked. It's just a little slower than the others.
Don't tip stuff.
No, sir. Going nice and long.
That's me. Beep.
I'll just watch out once I hit the runway here. Ah, that's too fast. I'm gonna go around again. Of course, when I didn't have an audience earlier except for John, I got it perfect. But I did get it on video, so it's I can prove it. Ooh, I was hoping I was clear of those trees.
Yeah.
I was having a hard time seeing it.
Clear the grass.
Watch out.
Oh, man.
Screw come out, I guess.
Yeah.
You want to carry it for me real quick?
Yeah, I got it.
It's alright, it's an easy fix. I don't know, I turned the wheel a little bit. I had it on low rate so it didn't turn that much. Just gave it a little bit to the side, but it comes straight out of the post.
Wow.
It cracked that post, I
Yep.
think. Well, did it?
Rubbed it off, probably.
I don't know, it must have bent that metal and come out of there. I may have to have Kirk retap that. That's the stuff I get Kirk to help me with.
Knock it off.
Let me see if it works. Let me see if the retract works, John. Hold it clear of you. That nose retract's shot. Yeah, that nose retract's gonna be shot. I'll replace that nose retract's what I'm gonna have to do. Come straight off the post there. I guess it just what happened is with
No,
the
it's Chinese.
that too.
Chinese nerve.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, I have a few of those. Really good ear, though. Isn't it, though?
All right.
Is it actually made for that you decided?
No, this is the prop version. They make a ducted fan version of this that has a little bit bigger nacelles on it. These are the 90 millimeter nacelles. I've seen people convert these to a 90 millimeter EDF, but they come with bigger nacelles on the EDF model, and it takes a 110. But for battery life and flight life, I wanted the prop model, so get a longer flight time and just doesn't, I guess, more efficient with the prop. Well, that sucks. I should have crabbed it a little more, and I didn't. And I had to steer a little bit on that landing while I was still moving fast.